Did you know that Vegeta is canonically more powerful than Thor? Well, to be specific, Fortnite Vegeta is stronger than Fortnite Thor. In the Fortnite series, many characters have been slotted in as guests. Usually they don't play much of a role aside from hype for skins and other types of things. However, in Dragon Ball's case, it's different. According to an official post from the Fortnite website, it says verbatim, "The world of Fortnite has never seen such power," in reference to the Dragon Ball characters. And it even later calls them the strongest, again in reference to the Dragon Ball characters, implying that these characters are the most powerful forces ever in Fortnite at that time, which includes beings such as Thor and Galactus from Marvel, who also appear in the game and actually have a pivotal role in some parts when Galactus tries to devour the Zero Point in order to gain power, so that he can defeat the Black Winter. Thus we can say, based on lore, that Vegeta is canonically more powerful than Thor in this case. Even with all this amazing news, you're probably thinking, well, they're non-canon versions, so this Thor doesn't scale to normal Thor, thus it doesn't really make him or Vegeta that powerful. Normally you'd be right. We don't assume a non-canon crossover variation of a character scales to the original without significant evidence to the contrary. But I gotta stop you right there. Hold up, because you're about to get your minds blown when I say that Cosmic King Thor and Black Winter Galactus, and even the Marvelverse depicted in Fortnite, are officially stated multiple times to be the 616 versions, or in other words, the canon comic book versions of the characters and the verse. This is stated in-game that they are the 616 versions, and confirmed by Donny Cates, a writer for Thor and other Marvel comics, as well as the Fortnite crossover comic Nexus War. This is huge because it allows us to say that they scale to or are the canon versions of Thor and Galactus and the Marvelverse as a whole. Of course, to truly understand the magnitude of this, we need to cover the relevant structures of the Marvel Cosmology, in order to see where this places Cosmic King Thor, Black Winter Galactus, and the Cosmology in general. So sit tight, because this is a doozy of a cosmology to scale. Now I could make an entire hour-long video on the Marvel Cosmology itself if I included all the even semi-relevant details about it, but there are many good blogs and videos that do this, so that's not really necessary in this case. All we need to do is figure out the main important parts for the scaling. I'll even make some links in the description to see some more detailed videos on the cosmology. First off, we have to cover each universe in Marvel's structure. Now the first thing we have to say is that each universe itself likely has an infinite three-dimensional size based on multiple statements. This makes the 3D universe a high universal structure. As well, each universe has infinite layers of reality and higher dimensions in it. It's stated verbatim that Silver Surfer once ascended through 15,000 layers of reality. The universe is a world of limitless dimensions, and dimensions are explicitly in this context being referenced as higher spatial dimensions. As well, there are statements that the dimensions of the universe are stacked one beside the other over and over, stretching across conceptual infinity, and that each universe is a thought within a larger thought, and that this hierarchy of thoughts stretches ad infinitum. This should easily make each universe at least high hyperversal, or well into infinite dimensional for its higher layers of reality/dimensions. Next is the fact that these universes are stated to endlessly branch out into more timelines, with every thought and dream from every being creating universes without limit, with an ever-growing infinite number of timelines. Worth noting, too, is that there is implications that there are endless gaps between each dimension in the universe, which would further vastly bolster the size of them. You then have places such as Asgard, which is considered to be a realm that is beyond the mortal structures and even concepts of time and space, located outside the universe. Considering it transcends an infinite dimensional universe, and is said many times to be beyond time and space, even conceptually, it would be fair to consider Asgard as an outerversal structure. Beyond Asgard, then you have places like the Dark Dimension, where there are stated to be a myriad of planes of existence and dimensions without end, with infinite layers of reality in an already outerversal structure that would place things like the Dark Dimension up into outerversal plus territory. But it doesn't end there. All the universes, Asgard, the Dark Dimension, etc., are mere parts of multi-eternity, the true form of the multiverse and the Marvel Omniverse, which is composed of many multiverses, with statements of eternity viewing all realities as nothing more than a flickering thought that he created. Eternity is said to transcend all time and space and layers of reality and dream. Eternity is also described as the cardinal concept of space, and an abstract being that encompasses the multiverse and omniverse. Given eternity transcends the multiverse, including places such as the Dark Dimension and Asgard, viewing them as mere thoughts, and even extends beyond that to an almost infinite number of multiverses across the omniverse, it's safe to say that eternity in its true form is high outerversal in scale, for being beyond the concepts of time and space, as well as infinitely layered outerversal structures such as the Dark Dimension. But this is just the start of the scaling. There's so much more beyond eternity and the omniverse in Marvel's meta-cosmology. Marvel's meta-cosmology currently consists of 6 stacked realms, each transcending the previous one. First, we start off with the neutral zone. This is the omniverse as a whole. Second, we have the far shore, the pathway between the neutral zone and the beyond, above space, time, life, and death. Third, we have the beyond. This is the foundation on which the world comes to rest. Here, creative energies produced in the white-hot room are harnessed and start being organized and solidified into something concrete. Where the white-hot room precedes the birth of form, the beyond is the place in which the shape of creation is sketched out, beginning to exist in idea but not in actuality. This is also where the beyond realm and the beyonders reside. Fourth, we have the white-hot room, the realm of the fires of creation, which forge all possibilities into actuality. Fifth, we have the realm containing all possibility and impossibility. And then sixth, we have the House of Ideas, the realm of pure oneness where only the one above all exists, transcending all else. Finally, there is an implied higher hierarchy as well, possibly beyond even the House of Ideas, called the Mystery. It's implied by the one above all that beings and places, even beyond the House of Ideas, exist. The Queen of the Nevers even states that no matter how far you travel, or how big you are, the mystery is infinite and will never end. She even specifies that after passing through the door of godhood, in other words the House of Ideas, that it's not the end, further solidifying the idea that there are endless higher layers of reality yet to be explored beyond the House of Ideas. This would place the full extent of the Marvel cosmology at infinite layers into high outerversal. Enough to unpack, eh? Well, now that we've established the structure of Marvel cosmology, we have to look at where Galactus and Thor scale. First off, Black Winter Galactus is verbatim stated to be stronger than he's ever been. In fact, he claims to be stronger than anybody Thor has ever faced. This places him above even his famous Lifebringer incarnation, which was able to stand toe-to-toe with True Eternity and the other abstracts in the Superflow as an omniversal abstract. Thor himself was able to actually overpower even Black Winter Galactus. Then, in the Fortnite iteration, Galactus actually becomes even more amped while absorbing something called the 0 point, in an attempt to become strong enough to defeat the Black Winter on his own. So we can say for sure that Cosmic King Thor and Black Winter Galactus scale to other omniversal abstracts in the Superflow at the very least, making them high outerversal like multi-eternity. Now, I don't do a ton of Marvel scaling on my channel, but I can tell you that Cosmic King Thor and Black Winter Galactus are some of the strongest versions of the characters to ever grace the pages of Marvel Comics. So what does this all mean? Well, this places the Dragon Ball cast from Fortnite, who are canonically above Cosmic King Thor and Black Winter Galactus, who is amped by the 0 point, at high outerversal levels as well, just like them. And this would include characters such as Goku, Vegeta, and Beerus, who were released at the time of this statement being made of them being the greatest power and the strongest. But that's not even the end of it, because they could be argued to scale even to the 0 point itself. Yes, the creation point of all of these verses that are attached in Fortnite. The 0 point is known to have created all reality stemming from it, including the Marvel 616 multiverse and its offshoot Cosmology. If we scale the Dragon Ball cast above the power of the 0 point, You can make a reasonable argument they even scale above the entire Marvel Cosmology, which is something the Zero Point created, and it would place them above infinite layers of a high outer-versal construct. So there you have it. This is why the Fortnite Dragon Ball characters, such as Vegeta, Goku, and Beerus, canonically scale above the likes of Cosmic King Thor and Black Winter Galactus, and even possibly all Marvel Cosmology, making them high outer versal by using the canon Marvel Cosmology as a stepping stone in their scaling.